let's take it real soon. You know we got what you need, baby, so take it, move along. I said we got what you need, honey, come and groove along. Come on. Rolling on the highway and ease up. Wow! Come on.
Absolutely massive for the club to be part of the community. Pollok, like many football clubs around the country, have existed for a long, long time, almost like an island within the community, separate from it. I think that model no longer works. I think going forward, it's vital that the club and clubs like Pollok form links with all parts of the community. We can't exist in a bubble anymore. We have to be part of the community that we serve and the community that comes to support us. We are involved in a number of things, and we try to expand that range of things all the time. Obviously, our main link with the community is through Academy, and I'll come to obviously talk about that. But we've also been involved. One of the things that we're very proud of is that we support the southwest of Glasgow Food Bank, and we have an annual collection. This year, despite the lack of games in December, we had fans coming down on a Saturday when there were no games to donate bags of foodstuffs for the food bank pre-Christmas. It was tremendous. We gathered about 65 bags of food, and that mirrors what we've done in the last couple of years. So we're doing things like that. We're also involved with different partnerships with the Academy, obviously, but Newlands Junior College as well, which is a school for kids that probably don't fit into mainstream school, and we've arranged for facilities for them at Corker Hill at the Academy, and also give them a chance to do work experience on a Saturday here in Matchday. The Academy's probably been the best thing to happen to Pollok in years. Obviously our first team, our professional team, are the peak of Pollok sporting achievements, if you like, but as far as community and sport for all and football for all, the Academy has done tremendous work since it started about 5 or 6 years ago. It really is a brilliant story, and we were all delighted at Pollok to share in the praise that UEFA President and SFA Chief Executive were giving to the Pollok family for what they'd done in the community. What they've done at the Academy is fantastic, and it was absolutely great to see that recognition, and people like Andy Elliott, they are hosting. Andy's done so much work for the Pollok Academy, I can't begin to explain it. I mean, he does this as a part-time, as we all do, part-time unpaid volunteer, and his sister as well, Jane Lavery. Jane was recognised for her efforts as well, and there's so many great people at the Academy doing great work for making football available and accessible to all. We're very proud that there's girls and ladies teams as well as the boys teams, and right up to under 21 level in the males. The under 13 girls won their league last season, and as someone connected to Pollok, that gives me as much pleasure as Pollok winning the West of Scotland Cup, which we did last year. So it's success at all levels we want, and for all. We have a disability group at the Academy as well, and over 35s, and even walking football for the over 50s, which I'm looking forward to joining. So at the Academy, it really is an all-round community effort, and at Pollok, obviously, we welcome everyone to Pollok, even our opponents, and we look forward to expanding the diversity of our football fan base. We're very fortunate, I think, at Pollok to have a lot of female fans as well, which is terrific. So we're hoping to make sure that we welcome Pollok fans from wherever they come from.
Well, for any academy, it's the life and soul of the blood of the academy. The more people that you get involved, the better. We're very inclusive. We would accept anyone at any age, any gender to be in our academy. Our academy in the last 5 years has just grown from strength to strength. We have something like 500 people involved now, registered players. We cater from mini kickers right up to the under 21s. We have boys and girls playing at all different levels. We have access for disabled footballers to play as well. So getting the community involved is important because Pollok is a community club. Well, to have somebody like the UEFA President turn up at your doorstep at your academy was an exciting time. and it obviously put us on the map for a little while. Our Twitter feeds and our Facebook tweets, the biggest hits that we've had so far. Obviously, we featured in the local press and local news, and all that does is just promotes a positive story of the academy, which we're all kind of grateful for. So to have someone like that turn up at your door is just grateful. And I think he was really impressed. So it was a really proud moment for everybody involved in the academy.
I think it's fantastic that Pollok put so much drive, energy and vigour into getting out there, supporting particularly youth football, and giving young people that opportunity to train, to play. And I think for the community as a whole, it's fantastic to see the club based here in Newlands actually growing. The club being more successful, and the club also having that outreach to the next generation, because it means that it's not just something that will be here for 5, 10, 20 years. It's actually something that will then get another generation of supporters as well as players, and it contributes in general to better fitness in the community, more sporting opportunities, particularly somewhere here which is very mixed socially.
The crowds here every second week are just fantastic, and that really does help motivate the players. And I guess I grew up in the south side myself, and Pollok was always a team I'd heard of, and I was always aware that they had a great kind of loyal support. They were well followed, and I guess that kind of links into youth development as well. That young boys growing up who will come to Pollok games, watch Pollok, they will want to get involved in the academy, and ultimately that will only benefit the first team.
Vital. That's really important. Even more so for the level that I'm operating at as the head coach at the under-19s. At Pollok we have our under-18s, our under-19s and under-21s that work quite closely and linked together, and we are very much involved in the first team setup. At Newlands Field here today, we've got 2 of our players who are playing or will possibly feature in the game today, so that just shows you how that's working, and that the manager Tony here sees that the quality of players that we have and gives them the opportunity to play at this level.
The ambitions of the academy is, if I'm being honest, they've done so much hard work and it's looking great already, but there's so much more to do. And the best thing is, they're not standing still. They're trying to progress, they're trying to find better ways to bring the boys on and different techniques. And us joining in a junior club, you can see the pathways there. It's great, it's actually fantastic. I think what they're going to do next is they're going to build on their academy that they've got now, make it a bit bigger, and then I think what they'll do is you'll start to see players coming into the first team more and more, because they're training with us all the time, younger boys. And I think what will happen is one day I'll be coming to pay my money to watch one of them play, which that's what everybody aspires to. So one day I'll be paying the money to come and watch Pollok and one of the boys that I coached. That's the dream. That's what everybody's looking for.
I was proud because I was working very hard, As soon as I heard that there was a link between the 19s and the first team, that was my objective, is to play for them. So as soon as I got that, I was proud, and then it also opens the door for the other players to, to get a step up as well. So I was actually really proud.
Throughout the season we've been gradually promoting players into the first team pool, and they've been training throughout the year. And I think it's clear to see that when the likes of Senna earlier on in the season and Scott just recently there stepping up, that they've done fantastically well. And especially Scott, the most recent one, a real kind of high pressure game, Scottish Cup. Really for Pollok, you can't really get much bigger than that, and I felt we coped fantastically well, and he also kept a clean sheet, which is important to a goalkeeper, and for me as a defender I was really pleased for him as well.
Well, I joined last year, and it was through training I got offered the chance to train with the junior team, and I've been there training for a year, so it gave me a good experience of getting to know the players and playing up to the standards, because it's a very big leap up and the speed of play is really good, so it's just really good preparation for it. It was a great experience. It was great having it, for being at Scottish Cup. It's a big game for my debut, but I felt confident, and it was good to keep a clean sheet and have a few good saves, well, especially a few camera saves for it anyway.